we play for the Lombardi Trophy. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis, beyond thrilled to be bringing you the Super Bowl. All the pomp, all the circumstance, all the pageantry. It doesn't get any better than this, partner.
I'm loving sharing this booth with you, sharing this moment, this type of a game. For all the teachers who said we'd never make it, we're here.
And we talk these last couple weeks about the buildup, the anticipation. I think these guys are just ready to get out there and get this thing started.
And I know that both coaching staffs have spent considerable time trying to figure out how to best bring their team up to a peak without taking them over the edge and causing a lot of issues early in the game.
And you don't think much of a pregame speech is needed for this one?
I think the pregame speeches were the shortest all year. If they didn't just say, let's go get them, guys, they probably talked too much.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, Roger. We got 4.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his first look is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Too tight. Detroit! Detroit! We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Hurry up. Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He will find Winslow on the left side complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Check 37. Check. Now let's go.
James. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Hey. 4 down.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8.
4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And now running right through him. Give him 30 yards there.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch the run. Gun.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Winslow brings it in over the middle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. His second. Catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. High five, baby. High five. Let's go.
The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Here's James. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Check 52. Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
They run it with James. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Here we go now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a Colts score. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The kickoff is down for a touchback.
Watch twist. Wide, 623. 59. Check, 55 to Mike.
On 1st and 10, Locke.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
To your right. 12. Tight end right. Alert, alert. Wide, 623. 12, 12, 12.
3rd and 2, Luck. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Even. 4 down. Even. Check the backer. Pick the edge. Come. All right, 6 and 5. Lucky. Hey, easy. 34's the mark.
Now a play fake, and it's Luck.
Come on, let's go.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Rolling. Watch tight. Tight end right.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Tevin Coleman, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And we are tied at 7.
Carolina will kick this one off. Number 87.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
57's Mike 57.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football, and I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Gun! Hey, we are... Gun! Over!
Back to throw now on 1st down. Caught left side by Funches. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. On the ground, it's James. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Okay, we got 4.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Lucky 56. Over.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down.
For the team vacation getaway, scheduled for March 28th this year. Contact your local travel agent for details.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. 319.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were. And so possession will remain with Indy.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Over. Check 20.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. 57. Detroit. You ain't going nowhere. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Check 25. Right, 674.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Let it roll. He's coming. Double up. Wide 65 for that. Reggie. Switch.
To throw on 2nd down is Locke. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
Rolling, we're rolling.
Strong right, strong right, strong right.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
3 down, 3 down.
Second out. Wide 90.
Shift, watch the shift.
Wide 675.
55 is mine, guys, 55.
They'll fake it. Now Love. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Raekwon McMillan not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
11Z.
Check Mike, 27.
12. 12. Wide 622.
Mike 27.
3rd and long. It's locked. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this will be taken at the 13. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Motion.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Woo! Let's get it. Check.
Now let's go.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Yeah, baby. Boom. Watch tight end.
Gun.
Hey, 4 down.
Gun. Watch you now, Barney.
57.
He'll look to throw.
Watch the curl.
Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Boy, tight end to the right. Move.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Outside's coming. Outside's coming.
A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Rip. Tempo.
Alert flare.
Regular. Hey, easy. 59.
Tighten up.
11.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. And Davis with it left side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
To throw is Locke. And he's got his target. That's more. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's
Oh,
for sure.
No doubt.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch left. He's tied right there. 4 down. Alert.
Wide, 674.
48. Watch 48.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
This is Coleman. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Gun.
3 down.
Out of the gun, Locke. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7.
4 down. Check.
Wide, 622.
Shift.
Hurry.
Check 3.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll toss it to Coleman. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Tevin Coleman in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
The Panthers is lined up for the kickoff.
Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So we've arrived at halftime here in Super Bowl 57. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, these two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Gun! 4 down, check. All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Gun! Leopard! I got you. You're all mine, baby. You're all mine.
Now they try the right side here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Hey, Mike 57. Mike 57. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Single receiver, single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Check out. 390. Wide 622.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. Wide 635.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Check out. Blue 90.
Come on.
Gone right.
Check your hot read.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Panthers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2.
4 down.
Move. Wide 40.
Hey, watch 28.
Monday.
58's the mic.
Color.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Gun.
We got 4.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Check 4.
Hot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Detroit.
Hey.
Watch you now, Barney. Watch you now, Barney.
Big edge. Check.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Ross. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out, 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Detroit!
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped.
These items must be used within your use. Please be considerate of neighboring fans when using radios or handheld televisions.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
82. Watch 82. He likes to sneak out late. Watch 82.
Gun!
Single.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mack. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a 14-yard pickup, but it'll still be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
All right, now, lucky 56. Now, let's go. 319. Gun.
Here we go. Check
Gun.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They'll roll him out right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I know we're doing this game live, but let's step into the film room for just a second, because when they review this play, oh, the negatives are going to be incredible on this one. Rolling out to his right. Yeah, he's right-handed, so that's a natural spot for him. But he throws back across his body back into traffic.
Big no-no.
Oh, that's a monster no-no. The only good thing that happened, it fell incomplete. Very fortunate.
Gun. All right, now, lucky 56.
Let's go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throw left side, complete to Ross. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Watch twist. Check.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down.
Nice 57.
Over.
Rip left.
Watch it now, Barney.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Over.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. That'll bring up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Even. 4 down. Even. 57.
They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Green 39. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
Sponge. No.
Detroit.
Watch the slant. Motion.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Back to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And this one is right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
We're rolling.
Hey, we got 4.
Coleman now. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
12.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
From the gun, here's Luck. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And he was plus 5 seconds there with a football. Is there a time that a quarterback has to get rid of it?
Somewhere generally around 3 seconds. So just like we're playing in our turkey bowl, right, in our backyards, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, that ball better be gone because anything past that, that's usually the end result.
Rolling.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Wide. 6-3-2. Hold it.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
Second.
Now Luck. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you could hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end. 4 down.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. If you want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
got you now, Barney. Barney.
SOS.
Now they try the right side here. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Detroit! Detroit!
57's Mike. Mike 57.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
He'll drop to throw. He may try and run for this. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
We got 4. We got 4.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the 1st down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey.
Coleman. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down, 4 down. Alert.
Alert, alert.
Under crunch. Shift.
59.
They will run again with Coleman. Looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage. And that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker.
3 down.
Number 29, there for the stop. No gain.
Time for a break. We're back to perhaps crown a champion after this. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
4 down. Check.
Alert.
Watch twist.
Monday, 53. 12.
Check 31.
Here's Luck. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
4 down.
Here's Coleman. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
tight.
Wide, 622.
Odd.
Check out. Blue 90.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Double tight. Even. 4 down. Even.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The Panthers on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, we got 4.
Here's Coleman on the toss. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Tight right. Hey, we got...
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Blue 90. Silver. Over. Check 99. Hey,
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Mack. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's it. It's all over. And the Carolina Panthers are your Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs. You see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them. A fantastic season.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.